Warning. Warning.
This show contains mature content. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
One angry New York City Puerto Rican decided to start a radio show, determined to piss the world off by shoving a mirror in front of society's face. He kicked them in the balls.
What are you? Who are you?
This is the Crotch Shot Radio Show. Crotch Shot Radio Show.
This is not a test. This is a broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air.
And now, the Whippy.
Welcome to the Crotch Shot Radio Show, where we kick the issues in the balls. We are on an active war against bullshit. We would do anything and everything to expose bullshit. The ends sometimes justify the means. So if you're angry and want the truth exposed, and strap in and prepared to be shocked. This is Smash Mouth Talk. If you can't accept that, then fuck off. I'm your host, Louis B. I takes no bullshit from nobody. I actually expose the bullshit of society and chop it up into easy to digest chunks for you. Today won't be any different. Today, I have Owen Shroyer. He's coming on. He's coming on in 5 minutes. But first, I want to talk about this. Again, an illegal immigrant has killed an innocent... killed somebody. Killed Molly Tibbetts. Of course, they ignore the fact that he's the left ignores that that he's an illegal immigrant, saying, "Oh, that's not the issue. The issue is, of course, toxic masculinity." Okay, but if he wasn't in this country in the first place, she would still be alive, yes or no? Just because we have murderers here, and we do have our own murderers, I mean, that's kind of like the one thing you don't want to, you don't want more of. Oh, well, we're doing wrong, so let's import more people that are going to do wrong. Let's import people that are going to hurt other people. I got an idea. How's about we prevent outside threats so that way we can focus on the internal threats? No one should be hurting anyone. It's not either or. It's both and more. And honestly, and I was just having this conversation with somebody. We focus on, I mean, the left knows that they're wrong. Let's just cut the bullshit. They know they're wrong. They could look at the numbers themselves. They see the numbers. They just choose to ignore it. They choose to ignore it. It's not cognitive dissonance. It's just straight up dishonesty because it doesn't advance their agenda. They would rather see the world burn than actually do things the right way. Because if they admit they were wrong, they will lose whatever precious power they think they have. Which is why when they call us Nazis, they know that we're not Nazis. They don't believe, trust me, they're so cowardly that if they thought that they were Nazis, if they thought that we were Nazis, they would actually, they would be too afraid to confront us. They would be too afraid to throw their punches. They would be too afraid if they really believe that. If you look at any of the neo-Nazis in any of these, these jail documentaries, especially the ones that the Locked Up series that they do on MSNBC, take that with a grain of salt, of course, because they focus on other gangs there. We all know that they're not ones to be fucked with. I was actually talking to my friend Gabe Brown today, who Antifa likes to call a Nazi, which I assure you he is not, because, hey, I'm a brown person. He treats me with respect. He doesn't treat me like I'm a second-class citizen or I am lacking in anything. He was telling me, and I forgot the motherfucking point I was trying to make. Either way, he's going to be calling in soon too. I'm just waiting on Owen to get on. But yeah. But, so, if you guys are just waiting for you guys to come in. So, Owen is coming on. So, please tell your friends and family to tune in. Because it's going to be an exciting show. It is. We're going to be talking about some deep shit. And, but, the left likes to use that. So, they ignore actual criminals that we could stop. And I mean, they know, this is my theory. They know their hypocrisy. They know they're being hypocritical. They don't care. They know they're wrong. They know that they're wrong. They don't care. I mean, is that making any sense to anybody? We got, in fact, hold on, let me try calling him again. All right. All right, still. All right. Alrighty then. He's very busy. He's probably doing a whole heap of he put it out there that he's going to be doing a whole bunch of interviews because they're censoring him. I mean, really, if the left if their message was so bulletproof, they wouldn't need to censor people. They wouldn't. The only time I ever block someone is if, and I don't delete, especially on Facebook, I don't delete their comments because I want their comments to stay there. I want people to see how ignorant they are. I want people to see with their own words how stupid they are. The only time I block is when the conversation just starts going around in circles and circles and circles, and frankly, they start annoying me. It's like, okay, you said that, we're not gonna come to an agreement. You just want to be a fucking pest right now. I don't got time for this. But I'm gonna keep your comment visible. I'm not gonna delete anyone's comment. Because it just, go ahead. I want people to see how retarded you are. Ladies and gentlemen, the most electrifying man in alternative media, staring down armed antifa farces, defender of liberty and supporter of 45, host of the Infowars, the War Room, Owen, the Destroyer Shroyer. There you go, buddy. Just I made that special just for you.
Wow, that is quite an introduction. Maybe the best I've ever had.
Well, you know, I've been doing this show for over 10 years. I've had a lot of people on here. Actually, last week I had porn star Mercedes Carrera. You know, she's very liberty minded.
I've heard there's quite a few porn stars out there that are liberty minded, actually.
Yeah. Well, Owen, let's kick the tires, light the fires. My first question. Let's start off with a very serious question. Linda Sarsour, Ocasio-Cortez, and Stormy Daniels. Fuck, marry, or kill?
What? I can't play that game. Then whatever one I kill, they'll print some story. You know, Infowars reporter talks about murdering journalist or candidate. Oh my gosh! So let's.
Okay, so
I'll tell you what. I'll play the game with you. I'll have some fun with you. Let's take it from kill and change it to jail. Can we do that?
Yes. Well, let's do jail.
Now, I'm sorry. Reintroduce that question to me.
God, what's her first name? Why did I put Linda Ocasio?
Sarsour?
No. Ocasio-Cortez.
And Sarsour. And who is the other one?
Stormy Daniels.
Okay.
Okay. Linda Sarsour, Ocasio-Cortez, and Stormy Daniels. Sex, marry, or jail?
Man. All right. No. This is ridiculous. All right, fine. I'll play. I'd say Sarsour has to go to jail.
Okay.
God. Oh, my God. I guess.
Oops.
I think. All right. I'll tell you what. I'll do the one-time deal with Stormy, and I'll marry Cortez in the hopes that I can either keep her from ever running for office or opening her mouth on television or change her mind about politics. And I bet you I could.
Very good. I told you it was uncensored on this show. Unlike,
dude, I just got off. Like one of the craziest days at my life at Infowars. So it's just like, you know, it's just crazy to go. I'm shifting gears here, but I'm with you.
By the way, for those of you listening, I need you to buy my pills right now, and we're having a sale. And no, I got nothing. I got
Alex.
Nothing.
Oh, I thought I heard Alex.
These fucking knuckleheads. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm surprised. Like, honestly, you know, I'm joking, but I'm surprised he hasn't started selling his own brand of ice cream called Terror Swirl.
Terror Swirl?
Terror Swirl.
I think he needs to sell like a beard gel or something. Now that he's got a beard,
yeah,
like the Alex Jones beard gel.
Yeah, you guys are growing.
Or what is it? Oil or whatever people put on their beard.
Yeah, beard oil. Like, you guys should do like Dollar Beard Club, have like a little funny commercial that they, you know, join up with them. But speaking about censorship, as someone that has dealt with censorship doing comedy here in New York, like have you guys thought about going to doing the whole Steam It?
You know, I've heard of Steam It. I'm not very familiar with the technology. Is it video streaming technology?
They have video streaming technology. They have like a YouTube type, a DTube, and they also have a blogging option. And it's the way it's designed. It's designed on blockchain technology, so you cannot get.
Oh,
banned.
okay, yeah. No, I know. Okay, now I remember. Yeah, we were using DTube for a moment, The problem with DTube is its live streaming technology is not good right now, so we didn't use DTube. We're still kind of adapting to the new environment right now, to be honest with you. So, as far as our approach to the censorship is concerned, we're still kind of adapting. At least I feel like I am. I'm ready to commit, but I'm not convinced what to commit to yet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we're still just going to go with Infowars.com/show as the main hub. And it sucks because we're still doing all the great work we do, and we're still putting out great videos that are getting like a tenth of the views that they used to. So it sucks because we're still doing the amazing work and the different reports, but we're still adapting. We just plow through right now. We're just plowing through. We were ready for this. We were built for this, and we knew this was coming. Yeah, I mean, I took the warning to heed, and I set up my own Steemit account. I mirrored all the videos on YouTube, which took me 3 weeks to put it on DTube. Steemit does have a streaming option. It's not part of DTube. It's a totally different site. So you have like a lot of gamers using it already. So they already have an option. It looks fairly good. The cool thing is, you guys can make crypto off of it. So the more likes you get, comments and stuff, you gain clout, and it helps you earn more crypto. That stuff is honestly not my specialty. That's more for our social media guys. Your crypto and blockchain. All right, like I know about it, but now I'm starting to get out of my. Yeah, sorry. What? Well, I mean, no, it's good. Yeah. It's good. It's just. Well, some people. I'm not an expert on that stuff. Honestly, I know there's people out there that really know a lot about it, and I don't even want to try to talk about it because I know they'll just be like, Shroyer doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, I mean, you got the Hodge twins. They're on it. They post on DTube a lot. You have a libertarian. Adam Kokesh, he's on there. Oh, sure, yeah. So I mean, there's some prominent people getting on there, and of course, you got to deal with knuckleheads that knucklehead leftists on there. But the cool thing is, it's not like they could kick you off. Well, and we've got Mike Adams that records in our studios and has his show Counterthink that we put on Infowars. And he created his video site, Real.video. So we're definitely always going to be on Real.video too. In fact, the link to my show on Real.video is warroom.show. So Real.video is always going to definitely be an option for at least uploading videos. Generating traffic there right now is a little difficult. They don't have the live streaming options, but it's just in its essentially first trimester right now, as far as a video site is concerned. So I've got big hopes for Real.video, but the good thing about it is Mike Adams is my friend. I know him, right, and he's never going to censor us there, and he's never going to stab us in the back. So So that's why Real.video for us as an upload source is always going to be there. Yeah. Because I mean, again, I do stand-up comedy here in New York City, which, as you know, being a conservative libertarian in New York it makes things much more difficult. I mean, I was kicked out of a club. In fact, it ended up having to close down because the owner, who I had a very public blow up with over Facebook, he was accused of rape. So that's not a good thing these days. Yeah, I don't mean to laugh, but I'm like, the irony. You're saying that I was stalking women in your club because isn't that always how it goes? Yeah, people always. People usually accuse you of what they are doing themselves. Projection is so prevalent in today's society. You know what's crazy, honestly? We are living, there's so many different angles of our society that are nuts right now. Yeah. But there's one angle that doesn't get enough. Nobody really talks about it. Honestly, man, we're looking at it's maybe a 50-50 shot. Half this nation is totally mentally deranged, man. Totally mentally deranged. Either Stockholm syndrome, projection, like Trump derangement syndrome. I mean, it's like wacky, wild stuff. And there's stats to back this up.
Yeah.
There's stats. I mean, look at the pharmaceutical pills. Look at how many people are prescribed to anti-anxiety pills. Look at all the people that are getting diagnosed with this, that, or the other thing. I mean, half of our freaking country is literally nuts, bro. I mean, wow.
Yeah, I mean, look, I totally understand. I walk around New York City with a Hillary for Prison shirt, the Socialism is for Fag shirt from Steven Crowder.
Oh, that has to piss them off.
Oh, but here's the thing: because I'm brown, no one says anything.
Right.
No one dares say anything. In fact, and I know no leftists listen, but there's this liberal bookstore in my neighborhood that I need a cameraman to follow me in there. Not to protect me, because if they punch me in the face, it will just help me out, actually. But just go.
Well,
in
I'll
there.
tell you, the lefties will be listening to this one. You bet your bottom dollar that someone from Mother Jones or Media Matters is going to tune into this one. But
I mean,
so
just
you
the
know
troll. I mean, trolling, like culture jamming, Owen, is really what's helping us win.
No, I think you're right. In fact, you know what you could do?
Yeah.
You could do like a video where you go out in your shirt, whatever shirt you choose, and do a video like an hour on the streets of New York walking around in this shirt, and then have a white male do it in the same exact shirt and see if he gets more hate than you got. That's how you could actually do the psychological experiment there in real time.
I mean, the most I ever get, like, honestly, the funny thing is, because I'm from Williamsburg, Brooklyn, which is as you may or may not know, is a very hipster. I was there when I was playing Kick the Crack Bottle, but now it got gentrified, and the crack bottles are still there, but now they're designer.
What is it? Kick the Can now?
Yeah, well, no, it's still Kick the Crack Bottle, but they're designer. They're Supreme crack bottles.
Oh, we got the nice crack bottle.
We got the nice crack bottles now.
Yeah, that's good though.
The worst that I ever got walking in that neighborhood was a pleasant discussion. And that was with the Hillary for Prison shirt that I got 2 years ago. I was expecting to be shouted down, but someone's like, "Excuse me, sir, why do you have that shirt on?" And we had a discussion about Ron Paul, about globalism. It was a very meaningful, nice discussion, and most people will give me a dirty look, or they'll whisper something under their breath, but no one's ever thrown anything at me or had the nerve to do anything. And maybe I think it's because of my brown privilege, so my Puerto Rican privilege, I guess. I mean, the most I ever got was, I keep saying this. The only time I've, like, a white person has ever said anything racist towards me was from a liberal that had a Hillary for President sticker on his bike. And I was riding my scooter. I didn't have nothing, political on me. I was just riding my scooter. Oops. You want to take a call real quick?
Sure.
Right.
I wanted to hear your story though.
Oh, okay. Let me tell the story. So, I was riding my scooter, going to work because, I was only 4 miles away. I figured, get some exercise. It was a nice day. He's like, "Get out of my bike lane. Get out of my bike lane." He gets up next to me. He's like, "Get yourself a bike or go back to Africa, you fucking nigger." And then
That's a good, loving liberal, man.
Yeah. So I told him to go fuck himself. He spits in my face, which...
Oh, they love that.
So I'm cursing him out. I'm saying, "Your mother's a whore. Come back here and fight me. You're a fucking pussy. You fucking faggot." I was like saying everything in the book that will make a man turn around and fight. All right.
All right, that's fine. Light him up.
Yep. Hey, welcome to the Crotch Out Radio Show. Nate.
Hey, this is Gabriel Brown.
Hey, Gabe. How
from
you
New
doing?
York.
Hey, Gabe. Okay, yeah, Gabe, you're first. I got Nate. He wants to come on. I guess I got to call Nate after this. But, Gabe, what do you got to say to Owen?
Well, it's good to see him on your show. Despite all the censorship going on everywhere. Everybody's getting censored these days. I mean, hell, my YouTube channel's got some videos that are censored right now just because of the title of the names of the videos, regardless of what's written on it. But, yeah, no, things are getting really crazy and polarized and extreme. You know, particularly with this whole Antifa situation that's been going on.
Yeah, oops, sorry. I'm getting mad callers. All right,
I think that right now, you know, a lot of people have what they call red pill moments, or when they woke up. So I think a lot of people are waking up because they're seeing the censorship. I think that's waking a lot of people up. Maybe Antifa, the violence and the hatred for America, maybe that woke some people up too. So even though it's bad for the country, in the optics and on the surface and in the short time, maybe there's going to be some long-run benefits to this, because with the craziness, more people are understanding exactly what's going on in this country, why it's been so corrupted.
Well, I agree, Owen. Well, you know, I got to put it to you this way. I did want to pass along some information to you with regard to Antifa and what they've been doing for a long time. And I think the audience should also hear about it, too. Considering I've been dealing with them going back to 2013, when they started stalking me and attacking me personally all over the place. I've been physically assaulted. I tried warning people about Antifa for the last 5 years, and for the first 3 years, nobody would talk about them because nobody had ever heard of their name or even thought it was of any concern. I didn't even notice they were attacking Infowars before Infowars was really aware of what they were doing. But I think it's important that the public be aware of who's basically sponsoring them and why they're being sponsored. I mean, obviously, you know, Soros has connections to a lot of this Antifa stuff. Obviously, his Open Society Foundation certainly plays a role in trickling money down there. Refuse Fascism, which is a front for the Revolutionary Communist Party. There's certainly overlapping elements of Antifa involved with that. But, you know, it's interesting. If you watch some of the old Alex Jones videos, the documentaries that he put out years ago, he kind of lays out a lot of this stuff in his first couple of police state films from the late 90s, early 2000s. And the film America Destroyed by Design. He really lays out a lot of this stuff. And also another great reference point for his documentaries are the one he did when he went to New York in 2004 to cover a Republican convention. I believe it was martial law to take over. Yeah, if you go to the extras of that video, you'll see how the leftists organize these staged protests where everything's funded and all the signs are, you know, pre-manufactured. Well, a lot of that's going on here, too. And here's another great example, Owen, of some funding and sponsorship. The Ford Foundation is foiling Antifa with resources, and I can tell you how. You probably haven't heard of an organization called Political Research Associates, or maybe you have. They're funded by the Ford Foundation, and prominent figures like Spencer Sunshine is a prominent Antifa intelligentsia kind of guy. He's paid by them to write Southern Poverty Law Center style articles on patriot groups, on Infowars, on pro-Ron Paul people, you know, people who are for, you know, the Constitution. Antifa is basically funded by the Ford Foundation, or at least their front groups. That's another example.
Yeah, Gabe. Sorry to cut you off, but you know, I'm trying to get more people. More people want to talk to Owen. Is there any way he could get this information to you?
Well, we're pretty much aware of everything that's going on, and I don't think there's any information necessarily I want from him. But if you want to send something to tips@infowars.com, tips@infowars.com, we're always looking for good intel there. But I mean, we know what Antifa's up to. I mean, I won't say too much here, but we just know what they're up to.
Well, there's a lot of research. You guys should definitely. I could send you a lot of information I've gathered in the last 5 years. You should definitely look into it.
Send it
and be aware of what they're doing.
Yeah, that's tips@infowars.com, Gabe. Let me get Nate.
Thank you,
Nate. If you're listening, call back so that way it gets you on. Nate is a comedian. All right, we lost the last few minutes of the show. The mic, I don't know what happened. Had some technical issues. I really apologize. Again, like to thank Owen Shroyer for coming on. So sorry, technical issues. Hopefully you guys can forgive me. Anyways, like to end the show with playing the MAGA song, the official MAGA song.
USA is a mess today. You can hop on the Trump train. You can hop on the Trump train. He's anti-establishment. He is a businessman. And he's so good at negotiating, he makes Democrats vote for him. All we need is you. If you wanna come, you gotta come legally. All the boys for Trump yelling MAGA. All the girls for Trump yelling MAGA. All the veterans for Trump yelling MAGA. Stand up, get the MAGA yelling louder. Make America great again. Make America great again. Make America great again. Great again, great again. Make it great again. Make America great again. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Make America great again. Make America great again. Make it great again. Make it great again. Donald Trump never take a day off. And if you voting for him, you know that it's gonna pay off. Cause you know he bringing jobs back to us. You know that he bringing jobs back to us. The U.S., yeah. Look. Liberal politicking ain't gonna get us anywhere. Donald Trump, he don't care, no. He flipping votes in the states that matter the most, and he's chilling in his Trump jet, going coast to coast. Donald Trump built a wall. Donald Trump built a wall. Built a wall. The mean magicians, the madmen, the MAGA boys, you got it all. All the boys for Trump yelling MAGA. All the girls for Trump yelling MAGA. All the veterans for Trump yelling MAGA. Stand up, get the MAGA yelling louder. Make America great again. Make America great again. Make America great again. Great again, great again. Make it great again. Make America great again. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Make America great again. Make America great again. Make America great again. Great again. Great again. Make it great again. Make America great again. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Make America great again. Make America great again.